fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. The campaign is Legs. It was written by Jim Phillips, and it's available on the Drive-Thru RPG via the Miskatonic repository. Our game master is Josh Harwood, and this is episode 2. Our recap will be given by me as my character, Calvin Stuper. So, without any further delay, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Critique is so limiting and emotionally draining. It's reductive in nature, and it can take a psychic toll on the critic, who, if they're any damn good at all, worries that their zeal for identifying the essence of a work may prove inadequate, if not flat out wrong. I love books and art, either separately or together, and although I consider myself an avid fan of H.P. Lycan's stuff, I cannot seem to find the art in the other people who follow him. The gang is here: Simon, Errol, Lyle, and Dallas. They span the gamut from sophistication to dullard, but we hang together like a dusty old cobweb. We were invited to attend the convention early by our friend Alex, who's done very well for himself. He lives in Lakeview, which says it all. The highlight of the convention is going to be a screening of a fan film based on Lycan stuff, which we're all looking forward to. After we ate the first night, we went up the elevator to the 10th floor for some gaming. As we exited the elevator, a young woman in her underwear was having a row with somebody unseen. It dawned on Simon that the woman was Lauren Richards, a low-level horror actress. You never know what screaming bits of a person's life you're going to encounter in a hotel in Chicago. Back in our room, we played Beckons of Bethsagua until around 4:30 a.m., and then we slept until nearly noon, but there was someone banging in the other room and announcing his orgasms with every sticky volley, so I didn't sleep well. We were supposed to be at Alex's by 3 that afternoon. What happens at these sort of conventions is you get to hobnob with people you've seen on YouTube and the like. As it was, we went to lunch with the cast of Out of the Shadows. It was fun. They seemed like a nice group. And they were heading to Alex's at 3 also, so it was convenient. We also ran into Mr. Stuart Lively along the way, an interesting man, to say the least. Alex's flat was spacious, an open concept. Tom Fazzoli, the convention organizer, was there, along with the intrepid reporter Barbara Whiskers. The ghost hunters, Tom Kaiser and Mike Willis, were there ready to jump at the least disturbance. And God help me, my old flame was there, Alonzo Aruvo, the actor, showing off his perfect body and tight-fitting top and jeans. I'm not sure who is giving Alex design direction, but the interior of his place was plain white, badly painted, with the old paint bleeding through. He had some odd trinkets in display cases, an obscure painting by a 1920s figure named Lovecraft, someone I thought was an author, not a painter. I'll admit the painting had a mesmeric quality, made me dizzy. Anyway, the party is still going on, so I better get back to it. Alonzo is showing off, and despite our going our separate ways a long time ago, he's still hot as hell. Lauren Richards and Randy Padilla just arrived like a bomb going off. Randy seems to have some beef with Alex. I can hear him yelling. I wonder what's going on.
Thanks,
Do the rest of you hear that? Sounds like Alex is getting a talking to from Randy.
Yeah, you're all together. You can all hear the yelling. Obviously, Lyle, you just came in
Yeah, I was
along
saying I
with
just probably
Dallas,
came in.
but you're probably by now together, so. But yeah, you can hear the yelling. You can't quite make out from where you are the yelling, but the door is slightly ajar of the room. So
What's Lauren doing?
she's sat watching the TV. Yeah, she's
Walk over
looking stroppy.
over to you, Calvin, and be like, "Hey, what's going on? Just came back in."
Somebody's having a fight with Alex. I think it's Randy Padillo.
Okay, well, I'm gonna see what's going on because Alex is my best bud next to my guys here.
Well, you don't interfere if it's it's personal business, maybe, but
could just embarrass him after all.
Yeah,
and the show's supposed to start, right? The premiere.
That's for a couple of days, isn't it?
No, but he's on about a different thing that's on TV tonight.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm still recovering from looking at that odd painting.
It made me want to take an aspirin.
Yeah, oddly. Yeah, me too. Felt like I'd been drinking a bit too much.
Yeah. I don't know. Usually, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of paintings and stuff. Usually just look like splotches. I bet I could do it just better.
Odd. Yes, indeed. Well, maybe we should work our way into there, or
yeah, maybe take a peek at least, make sure like anybody can fit school or anything.
Yeah, see if everything's all right.
Probably shouldn't have all of us go in, right? It's like
no, just
only
Lyle, you're his friend. Go.
All right.
Gotta get a fresh ginger ale before the TV show starts. I want to get a decent seat.
That actually sounds like a good idea. I'll go with you.
Okay, so Calvin, Simon, you're going to go get some ginger ale. Lyle, you're going to be approaching the door. Dallas and Errol, what are you doing?
I want to I want to follow Lyle. I want to follow Lyle, but I wanted to make sure that I'm not like following him, just to like maybe hear Alex get scolded, because I would enjoy that very much. I don't like him.
I mean, I'm gonna get myself a good seat for the show to begin, right? So I'm gonna just stay down here.
Okay, that's
I figure
fine.
you guys are gonna probably bring all the good gossip anyway.
Dallas, can you just, because you've just taken a pretty good photo set from Alonzo, can you do me a spot hidden?
Sure.
Or even a photography or something like that. Anything to do with your skill.
I'll do photography since it's better than my spot hidden. And that's a regular success, 42 out of 60.
Okay, so you know something odd, like something very odd about the photo. So Calvin is in the shop, but you know you can just crop him out and you can work your magic. And Calvin looks fine. Everything looks fine. But Alonzo looks blurry. And he appears blurry on every photo you took.
But I noticed everything else is fine.
Everything else in the picture is fine.
That's interesting. Okay.
Can you do me a sanity roll, please?
I could. Do I want to, though? I have good sanity, actually. That's a success. Actually, that's a hard success.
Well,
if it matters.
You're not going to take... if you succeeded, you're not going to take any...
Okay, yeah, I succeeded with flying colors.
Because for you, it might just be a glitch. It might be fine when you put it on your computer, but what strikes you odd is he looks blurry himself.
Okay.
So, Lyle.
Yeah.
You approach, and the shouting is getting louder, but you don't hear Alex.
Don't hear Alex. Okay.
You don't hear Alex.
You said it's behind a closed door, correct?
It's slightly ajar.
Slightly
Just
dark.
slightly.
Okay. I'm gonna give kind of a knock on the door, kind of like, "Hey, is everything all right?"
Go away.
Just a little bit of commotion. Just wanted to make sure everything's all right. It's pretty loud.
Then you do hear a very quiet voice from Alex. It's like, Lyle, go away.
Okay, man.
He sounds like defeated almost. He's just getting yelled at. And you could do me a listen roll to see if you actually can kind of get a gist of what's actually he's being yelled at about.
Okay. I got a 16 out of 60.
Okay, yeah.
Oh no, 35. Never mind. I was looking
That's
at spot hidden.
Well, that's a success anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the kind of a gist of it is he's yelling at him about not doing something properly, but something's gonna go wrong, and he's just fucked it all up. And he shouldn't have left him alone to do it. That's kind of a gist, and he kind of just keeps repeating it. It just sounds like he's bullying him at this point.
Well, you tell me he go in and go away, so I'm just gonna skedaddle a bit.
Okay. So, Calvin and Simon, you go get your ginger ale from where like the bar and that is, and Rebecca's actually in there. She looks a bit shaky. She's trying to pour herself a drink, and every time the shouting gets louder, she kind of has a bit of a twitch.
What do you suppose is going on in there, Rachel?
It's
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Yes.
Have they been at each other for a while?
Ever since South America. Yeah.
Did they travel there together, or?
No, they're on a crew together. Alex was producer, I think, and I think Randy was like a production assistant or something. I don't know.
They went wrong maybe with the film.
How long ago was that trip? It seems to have really made a big impact on Alex's life.
Not that long ago. About a year maybe.
Did you consider going with him?
No. But I kind of ended up going along in the end.
Oh, you did go.
In the end.
What countries did you see?
I just went straight to where they were shooting. I saw a little bit of Brazil. A bit, not too much. And I saw a bit of the rainforest, but by the time I got there, they were already getting ready to pack up. Well, some of them were.
Is the film finished?
It's for a documentary. I don't really know, but they just wanted my opinion, and then by the time I got there, it was meant to go on for a while, but by the time I got there, it suddenly some of the crew were already gone home, and some of them were getting ready to go home, and it was odd.
Mismanagement, perhaps. Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know. The director for the documentary was meant to have been a really good man, so I don't see it being from that perspective.
Who was the director? Do you know?
Alfred Hemmings, I think.
Alfred Hemmings.
He's just one of those documentary types. He does a bunch of them. I think he's collabed with like Louis Theroux and that in the past.
Simon, do you want a shot of grenadine in that? Make it a Shirley Temple. We got some maraschino cherries back here.
Yeah, just help yourself. And she starts to
You're muted.
walk off. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go nuts. We're on vacation.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
pink is my color.
Can you hear me?
Oh, thanks, Rebecca.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we could hear you.
Okay. You could hear me.
Yeah.
Okay.
We heard what you said.
No, my sound was playing up. I couldn't hear you guys for a second.
We're just only half interested in what Rebecca had to say.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, she's very shaken. She just goes. Everyone seems to be avoiding sitting near Lauren Richards.
Now,
well, you'll know.
you know, Simon, if you want to get the real scuttlebutt, probably the one to talk to would be Whiskers. She's a reporter after all. She probably knows all the scandals and all this stuff going on. Is Whiskers already sitting down over there?
Yeah, Whiskers is there. She's kind of taking selfies.
Well, let's go find ourselves a good seat.
Okay. Errol, you're already sat there. You already sat there waiting. So can you do me a spot hidden roll for me?
I believe I passed. Just a regular success. Let me just double check. Yep, regular success.
Okay. So you notice something with Lauren. She's kind of there, and just for a second, you see like a bruise on her neck, and then you'll notice a few similar bruises on her body every so often.
How far away? So I noticed this. How far away is she from me?
She's probably just opposite you where you're sat, but no one's kind of sitting near her. People are kind of sitting a little bit away from her.
I'm going to walk over to her based on our previous conversation and try to, like, charmingly, like, just kind of talk to her and, say, like, are you okay? Are you feeling okay? Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Why are you here? Go away.
I just noticed that you have a few bruises.
None of your business. And she kind of just tries to cover herself. She has a jacket, so she just puts it on.
I just want to make sure that you're not in danger if that didn't happen anytime soon or whatever it is.
I'm fine, okay? Just go away.
I want to kind of, can I just like read into like, obviously she's not telling the truth, but
Yeah.
can I glean something off of her? Is there something like, can I just want to like look at her and kind of like try to suss like if it's recent or not?
You can do like, I guess because you could, if you look at a bruise, you can kind of tell how recent it is sometimes. So you can either do me a spot hidden, you could do me a psychology, maybe how she's acting around how you're speaking. Either one of them.
I'll do spot hidden because that's the easiest one. Yeah, so I made it on spot hidden.
Okay, yeah, they look pretty recent bruises. They're not fading or anything. They look pretty recent.
Okay. Well, I walk away. I go back to my seat. I'm like, well, if you need anything, just want to let you know that I'm, you can always talk to me.
She kind of just sighs and just gets back to. She's on her phone texting and looking.
Gotcha. What a lovable lady. Anyways, go back to my seat.
And then by then, Simon and Calvin will be on their way. But first, I will go to Dallas. Dallas, what are you doing? You'll notice that Lyle has stepped back away from the door.
So then at this point, I would kind of like make my way casually over to Lyle.
Okay. Yep, you're two quite close. Anyway, it's not like a big.
Man,
Up.
dude. Seems like Rainey's giving it in to Alex over there.
Oh, really? What'd you hear?
Yeah.
Anything good?
Well, it sounds like, I guess it's something. If I have a feeling, I'm taking a guess. I guess it's something about arguments about not finishing or messing up the film or something. Maybe. Just what I heard earlier.
You mean the film that we were supposed to see in next couple days, or the one for
Yeah,
tonight?
I think maybe the one that he's worked on. So, my understanding. But yeah, I was like, I didn't even knocked on the door, and Alex was like, "Just go away, Lyle." I was like, "Yeah, Randy tore into that dude."
Well, you should have been a little more persistent so you can get in. I thought you were his best bud.
I am, but just like, it's one of those like, I don't want to like, he sounded like he was already down, and I don't want to like make it worse.
How can you make it worse if he's already down?
Make it even worse. Like, I don't know.
You're his best bud. You can't make it any worse. You're supposed to be there for him.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's his business, and I can't like interrupt his business. Because if I do, that'd be like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't want to be too persistent because, maybe he'll like cancel the whole party for everyone, and then,
I don't think I don't think he would do that. It's a little too late for that to happen.
Yeah. Are they still arguing, or is it subsided a little bit?
Oh, he is still just going
Jesus.
at it. I kind of want to go here now.
It's getting almost. It's now gone from bullying to almost abusive. Like very.
I'm definite. I'm gonna go check this out.
All right, I'm gonna just fall behind you, Dallas.
Okay, so Dallas and Lowell, you're going towards the door. Mm-hmm. So Simon and Calvin, you'll now be with Errol in that room. I'd say you're sat next to Errol because there'll be room.
I tell you, this is turning into some party.
Save my seat. I'm going to go get another ginger ale. And as I get up and start walking towards the ginger ale, making myself another Shirley Temple, and I see Dallas leaning over and listening at the door, I'm going to walk up behind Dallas, and I'm going to lean over next to him, and I'm going to go, "What are you listening to?"
Well, I can't listen to anything if you're whispering in my ear, dude.
Right. Are you hearing anything at all? What's going on?
Oh, it sounds pretty good. I don't know if they're rehearsing for a movie or something, but Lyle over there says they were like arguing.
People don't rehearse for movies at parties that they're throwing.
Well, this isn't a typical party. I mean, I show Calvin like, look at this picture I just took. I mean, so I show the picture of Alonzo.
Here, let me see. You've got it like on a digital, the back thing.
Yeah, it's one of those digital cameras, so I kind of have you peer it over. I don't take my hands off it, of course.
It's a bit blurry.
That's what I thought, but you look great in this photo, though.
You really shouldn't take pictures of Alonzo at parties. It's tacky.
Oh well, it's how I make my living sometimes. It's hard to get work nowadays.
It's how you get sued.
It's only if you get caught.
You're the only person with a camera here. Who else is going to?
Excuse me. Everyone has a cell phone that has a camera on it, so I beg to differ.
Do me a listen roll. If all three of you are right by the door, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Got a 27. That is a almost 53. A half.
Oh my God, Josh! I got a 5. I got an extreme.
Okay. Okay, so all three of you passed, correct?
I would hope
Yep.
so.
So, so you will all hear that the shouting has stopped and there are loud footsteps stomping towards the door, and it seems like that door's gonna just come open.
My luck, I'm gonna be the one that jumps in front of the door the way it opens. So
I swing back and turn away with my drink in hand.
Well, as you pass your listen rolls, you can, if you wish, kind of look like you're doing something else, like Calvin.
I'll take the hit with the door. I'm actually gonna get, I'm just gonna jump because I'm gonna assume like the door's open one way, but it just smacks right into me.
Doors usually open into rooms.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
never mind. Yeah, I'll just move out of the way. Like, oh.
Okay. And Randy is there, and he's just like, "Get out of my way!" And he just starts storming off towards the door. And he just, Simon and Errol, you'll hear this as well. He just goes, "Lauren, now!" And he just storms out of the front door, slamming the door behind him. And Lauren very reluctantly gets up and slowly starts walking towards the door.
Party's improving.
Alex is still in the room.
All right, I'll probably walk in. Hey, Alex, you all right, man?
I'm gonna go back and sit down at the couch.
Josh, I'm gonna send you a message.
Okay. Calvin, you're sat down. You're going to sit down with Simon and Errol. Okay, Lyle, you walk in.
All right.
And Alex is there, and he looks, as I've been saying, he's been sounding defeated, and you can see tears starting to come down his face.
I'm gonna sit right next to him and say, "You all right, man? Ugh, asshole, right?"
He means well. We all changed after certain things, but he has a right to be angry. He's got a film being shown at this convention. It's all been screwed.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, like, it's early showing, critics review, and big deal. You want to get a drink, man?
Yeah, just bear with me. I just need to. He stands up and he goes to, because he has an ensuite, so he goes in, and as soon as he goes in, you hear a click and you just hear loud crying. Like,
Mr. Big Shot can't handle a Kenny nowadays, huh, Lyle?
yeah, Dallas is there, like, in the room, kind of.
God damn it, Dallas, have a little compassion, man.
He had his camera in his hand as well. However,
really?
Dallas,
really, man,
you will notice your camera is kind of got an error message, almost. There's an error message.
That's weird. Can I make a check to see what could be wrong with it?
Yeah.
My assumption is you did get some photos. I'm like, are you really gonna like post photos of him? Like, dude.
No, these are my personal collection. What do you want me to roll, Josh?
Photography.
Okay.
Actually, you don't even need to. Don't roll anything.
Okay.
It's your camera. You know it. That's fine. Yeah. All the photos are gone from the camera. It's as if your card has popped out or something somewhere.
Oh, that's weird.
What do you mean? You just took photos of a guy who just like,
yeah, but everything I just took is now gone. That doesn't happen.
I mean, karma, man.
It's not karma, dude.
It's
it's my profession. It's how I get make money for myself.
I mean, profession one, but then like torment some other dude. Like come on, dude.
I remind you the torment he put through me for all those years with my sister.
That's your sister. That ain't you.
You know what? We could talk about our sibling problems later. Right now, we should try to find out why he's crying like a little baby.
Yeah, I tried to offer to get him a drink. I don't know. Well, you're probably in here listening, but yeah.
I mean, no, the door didn't close. He didn't close the door.
No, he's in his room, his little thing now. Locked the door. Is there anything of interest in here by chance? I'm just kind of curious. I'm kind of glancing around.
I too am curious to see what Mr. Big
Give me
Shot
a
has done
spot
for
hidden.
himself. Okay.
Give me a spot hidden. Because
Oh,
obviously
regular-
during
I got a 40 out of 60 regular.
Regular success for me,
Okay.
35 out of 55.
during your time, you kind of weren't paying attention to the room when you came in, because obviously Dallas, you were set on taking a photo, and Lyle, you were trying to console your friend. So there's a few things that strike you weird. Is there's no covers on the bed, no duvet, no pillows. It's just a mattress.
Like he just moved in, threw the mattress on there, and hasn't done anything else.
There's no mattress. There's no books on the bookshelf. Everything's there's not, because the wardrobe's like there's no clothes in there. The one thing you do notice is there seems to be like a box just tucked away under like a slat by the wardrobe.
That's got to be a stash, Lyle.
Like what? Like stash of drugs or is like
I don't know.
Max?
I don't know. None. I mean, you're his best friend. You would know better than I would.
I mean, I don't think it. Well, maybe I don't know. We had some crazy times in college.
I mean, I hate to say it, but isn't it kind of strange that Alex is acting more, I don't know, sensitive than normal?
He was always kind of like,
No, I'm talking about he's a little more sensitive. And now, I mean, look at his bed. There's like nothing on the bed. Like, what is that about? That's kind of weird.
I mean, could have just got a new mattress. I mean, that's what I think at least. I mean, this is fairly new.
There's nothing
The
in
paint
the
looks-
room either.
Really?
Everything.
Yeah, you don't think this is weird?
It's empty.
Well,
Other
he
than
just
that
got the
bar.
place, I'd assume, and I mean, the paint looks amazing and stuff like that, and like it doesn't look like no botches or anything.
You don't think this guy'd want to impress us with what he has in his room? It's like a trophy room, basically.
Well, maybe he never assumed us to walk in his room.
Okay, fine. Maybe not us, but what if he wanted to hit up with some lady and then, hey, bring it back to this empty room and not be able to do anything?
Maybe he's classy. Table.
There's no table here.
Oh, well.
There's nothing. There's just.
What table you see? Yeah.
I love
the
how
bed
classy
frame.
is like a table. How is that classy?
There's the bed. There's the mattress. All these shelves are built into the wall, so that they're all empty, and the wardrobe is in the wall as well.
Okay.
There's literally nothing in here, but the light bulb. There's not even a lampshade over the light bulb.
You don't think this is weird?
Okay. I will say, not having any kind of like maybe one or two books, yeah. Mattress. I don't know. Yeah. It was kind of weird.
Is Alex still crying?
Not as heavy as he was. He's kind of.
No, why is he still crying? Let me think about it. Why is he still crying?
I don't know.
You know what? It's like what? Did him and Randy break up or something?
I don't think they're dating.
I didn't mean it literally. I meant like as an example.
My character's kind of dumb sometimes, so yeah, he'll probably like.
Well, you know what? That's why I like Neil a lot better than you. He's a smart one.
Don't bring up Neil, man. I fucking hate Neil. Fucking attention seeking.
Why don't you go console Alex to see what's going on?
All right, I'll go knock on the door and ask if he wants a drink.
I kind of want to see what that box is all about.
Okay. So Lyle, he just says, "Yeah, I'll be just a minute. Can you go get me, and I'll be out. Just go get me anything."
All right, I'll get you. I got you lit, man. Don't worry, bro. I got you, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna step away and go grab that.
Okay, and Dallas, you're gonna check the box.
Yeah, I like to check the box.
Meanwhile, in the living room, Calvin, Simon, and Errol. The show is about to start in like 10 minutes. So what are you three gonna do? Everyone's here now. Everyone's spread out a bit more now that she's gone.
Right, yes. But where's Dallas and Lyle and Alex if they don't want to miss the show?
We should probably go get them.
What is it we're watching again? I'm sorry. The Shirley Temple's going straight to my head.
We're watching that. Are we watching that show, that premiere, some sort?
Rebecca pipe surfing it. But my adaptation of Beckons of Beth Sagwa.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
That's right.
Oh, that's an insane game.
It is. It was a. We had to try get it right for the series, you know.
Well, I imagine there's all sorts of logistical problems in trying to film something like that. Did you play the game first and then create the story out of the adventure?
Yes, we did. I'm a massive fan of the game,
so you weren't actually playing someone else's scenario. You were playing a homebrew?
Yeah, yes.
That's brilliant.
And we've turned it into the show.
Excellent.
I put a lot of time. I oversaw the editing and everything. I made sure it was.
And you didn't have any problem with the people who created the game at Pandemonium?
No, they were very supportive. Surprisingly, I was expecting some roadblocks, should I say?
Well, that's good.
It might be because of Alex.
Yes, Alex seemed to have some problem with Randy. Does anybody? And I'm talking generally to everybody sitting around. Does anybody know what was going on?
Everyone will this is, you know, at a party when you're asking, has anyone seen? And sometimes when you're really drunk, everyone says it at the same time. You kind of get the same thing. South America.
Too many pina coladas. Simon, you're talking Simon. Much too quiet for us to hear.
It's like that Werner Herzog Klaus Kinski thing when they made Fitzcarraldo and they didn't speak to each other for 2 years. You know, you get into the jungle and you do this really intense project and it goes a little crazy.
Not to mention that Klaus Kinski was already crazy.
Right. If you start crazy, it's even worse. Yeah.
Indeed. Could you imagine Klaus Kinski and Gary Debussy in the same film? That'd be insane. Ugh.
So, Errol, are you still there, or were you going to go check on Alex and Lyle?
I don't want to be rude, but I'm going to go upstairs, and if no one's like, I'm going to kind of subtly just try to
It's more like up a couple of steps. It's like a flat.
Yeah.
It's just one floor. So.
Yeah, I'll go back
there. Are
there
still steps, so yeah.
And check it out.
Okay, yeah. As you go there, Lyle will be coming out to go get a drink for Alex. So you'll bump into each other.
So I'll stop him and I'll say, "So what's going on over here? Is everything all good? Okay."
Well, he's having problems with Randy, I guess, about production and stuff like that for his film. I was gonna go get Alex a drink real quick. I was gonna get him a lit, try to spice up his night. It's pretty down, poor guy. It's probably a lot better than pineapple pizza. Or candy bacon pineapple pizza, but anyways, you wanna go with me? Maybe a couple of friends hanging around him may be able to cheer him up a bit.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
So
you two will stay together, you'll get the drink, and then you'll head back. Meanwhile, Dallas, during this, you'll have had a little peek in the box. There's some peculiar things in the box from the get-go. There are 5 letters. One with each of your names on it. And
letters as in envelopes?
Yeah, envelopes. That's what I meant. Envelopes that will have letters in. That's what I meant. But obviously Dallas's. just
Yeah,
here.
right.
Also, before you decide anything, there is kind of a fragment of a stone in there. It looks like it would have been quite a big stone, maybe like that. And it seems like where it's cracked off, there seems to be like a couple of what look like legs coming out off it.
Wow, that's interesting. But I'm more interested in the letters because our names are on them. So
Yeah, are you going to open the letters, or because they're not sealed? That's the one thing.
oh, I thought they were
They're not.
sealed. My mistake.
They're not. The envelopes. It looks like he's written them, put them in the envelope. He hasn't gone to seal them. It looks like he's just pushed them away.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna look at mine first because I'm selfish.
Okay. Well, just to save the time, they will all say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like personalized, but here is what it says.
Dear Dallas, I am so sorry, but it was for the best. I had to leave this mortal plane of existence. It was too much. However, you and the others were added to my will. You will each be getting a large sum along with the rest of my assets split between you burying my Chicago property. I know I could have kept in touch more, but there are things that I just did not want to get you involved in. By the time you receive this, it is too late. You're involved now. Be careful. Sincerely, Alex. I feel indifferent right now. But I will be sure to pass this since all the letters say the same thing. I won't take them with me, but I will recite all this to everyone else when I get back with them.
Okay. Yeah. You could even you have a phone, so you could probably
I also have a
take
camera.
a picture. Yeah, you have. That's probably in your mind. That's probably the best way to.
Yeah. No. I will. Yeah. I'll screen capture everything with my phone then. Oh, I'll even take a picture of that weird looking rock that I see. I'm thinking it's something that Alex must have got when he was in South America or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's only a fragment. That's the thing. It's not.
Okay.
So it's not like massive, but you could tell it's part of a bigger.
And you said the box was just laying out there, correct?
It looks like he was trying to put it away behind a panel near the wardrobe.
Right. Okay. Now, do I hear Alex still crying or coming out? Or...
He stopped, but Lyle and Errol will enter the room.
Okay.
So yeah.
Dallas, you're going through his stuff?
I'm not going through its stuff. They're just sitting out here. I'm just looking.
Okay, well. What's in it?
I think I should probably tell you that when we're outside of the room and probably in private.
Okay.
I thought you brought Alex a drink.
Yep. Trying to elbow to the door. Say, Alex, man, I got your drink, bud.
Yeah, as soon as he hears that, he comes out. You see him wipe his face. He takes the drink. He's like, we need to go to the front. The show's about to start. I promised Rebecca I'd watch it. And he starts to walk off. And he puts his arm around you like the old days. He's got his drink and he kind of just brings you along.
I made sure to get you a double.
Thank you. Oh, Errol, Dallas, come on. TV showtime. He seems a little perkier. Not like joyful, but...
So I'm going to stop Errol as Lyle and Alex kind of make their way towards closer. And I kind of like want to tell him what I found and show him on my phone.
Sure. Yeah. I'll go over to Dallas. What you got? What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know if this is a joke or something. It's like the weirdest thing, but his box was just wide open, and there was letters with not. They were all open. All our names were on it. Look, read what I found.
That is strange.
Yeah, it's all marked the
Like,
same.
hmm,
Why the hell would Alex leave me anything? I don't even like him.
well,
No,
he
I
may
don't
not
know.
feel the same way.
That's what I'm asking for. I'm as confused as you are.
Are we near the box, or am I kind of with
Yeah,
Dallas?
you'll be in that vicinity because Lyle and Alex are probably by now. It's not that far, or they're probably in the getting ready to sit down.
So I want to go look in the box, and I want to pick up the stone with the legs in it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what is this?
I don't know. Must have found some sort of rock when he was in South America or something.
Do you think it's related to the stuff that he did downstairs, like that painting? I thought I saw legs in that painting, right?
Honestly, I didn't look at the painting. I took pictures of everything else, but now I don't have it anymore. As I show Errol my camera, everything's like gone now.
Huh.
Right,
This is strange.
keeper. Everything is gone. All my photos.
Very strange. I want to take a look at it. I want to look at the rock and see if I can actually discern anything out of it.
Okay. Do you have like
I have occult.
occult? Yeah, I can take an occult roll. Yeah.
That is the one. I am an occultist or occult
True.
studies person.
Yeah, I could take an occult. Yeah, that's perfectly
Occultist.
fine.
Oh, that is a hard pass. Like that is I rolled a 7. And I
Okay.
have for occult, let me just see. I have 70.
So you discern 3 possibilities from some going by your research into the occult. There are a few possibilities with stones with rocks on, and some people have noted. You've noticed that some of these could be like bugs, like with like their spindly legs. A common one is a spider, but you have seen a weirder one which is like 8-legged dog with like really skinny legs. It starts off looking like a normal dog on the stone, and then its legs get almost spider-like.
That's what I'm looking at. It's something that looks like a dog with like spindly
No,
legs.
you can only see the legs. You can only see a few of the spindly legs, what you can discern as legs. You can't see anything else. It's just like a fragment of. It's not the full thing, but that is the only things with that kind of pattern that you can recall from your occult studies.
Yeah, I go to Dallas and say like, there's something up with this. I can't put my finger on it, but when you go through kind of the career I've gone through, I've seen things like this before, and it's not normal. There's
So it's
something.
not a movie prop.
No, there's definitely not a movie prop. This is something like, I want to say there's something a little bit sketchy about this whole thing, and this is not just some simple prop. This is like he got this from somewhere, and I don't know where it is.
You got a hard occult, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. So another thing is sometimes these stones kind of can refer to nighttime or sleep or time travel. There's been many different variations of stones. So without seeing the full stone, you couldn't tell what it means, but you just got general ideas of what this stone is.
I don't know anything about that type of stuff, but if you say it's bad news or if it's rare, you think Alex might be in some sort of serious trouble now?
Or a cult or something, because like this is not the kind of stuff that normal people go pick up. Like there's something going on with him, and if he's like, I think he's mixed up in some really occult stuff. I don't know what it is, but yeah, whatever it is, he's definitely not on the level at this point. I don't know. I know we've known him a long time, but he's definitely into some nefarious stuff.
Okay.
What should we do?
Keep it under our hat for now, but keep your eyes peeled.
What are you gonna do with the stone?
Take it.
Now, Errol, come on. You're gonna take something that belongs to Alex.
Well, I'm gonna borrow it. Let's just say.
Okay. Just so we get our story straight, that you're borrowing this.
I'm borrowing it because
Okay.
he'll understand. He knows that I'm an occultist. I want to ask him about it a little bit later too.
I guess we better go back to the others.
Yeah.
They'll be very surprised to hear what we found.
Okay. So as you guys head off, the show has started. It's probably like 10 minutes in by now. So rewinding time a little bit. Calvin and Simon, you're there, and Lyle and Alex come, and Alex kind of just pulls a chair and plonks himself in the middle of you two, and just puts his arms around you both. Ah, my dear friends.
Well, let's
All right,
see
yeah.
the show.
Yep. And the show begins. And I'll give a quick rundown of the show, but first, Dallas and Errol, you'll come like 15 minutes later. Will you guys just sit down, or are you going to do anything, or are you just going to sit down and watch the show?
I mean, my character doesn't really care about the show, so he'd be more interested in finding where his friends are and Alex to see like if they're okay.
They're just sat there watching the show. They're just
And then I kind of want to see if like if there's anyone else in the area. I don't know, being
I think we're all
odd.
watching the show.
yeah. Every single person is in there.
Oh, then I'll go get a beverage or beverage of something or something.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. There's plenty of drinks. And Errol, what are you do? Are you gonna just sit down and
I'm gonna
join
sit and
in?
watch the show.
Okay. So
How does
Oh.
Rebecca look? Is she like looking around anxiously to see if people are taking it, or does she look proud or anxious, or?
she kind of looks a bit. She kind of looks a bit of everything. Like there's mixed emotions. Sometimes there's like a scowl, and then sometimes she looks really happy. Then she looks shocked, and then she's watching everyone's reaction. She's looking nervous. She's a bit frantic with her emotions right now.
As artists looking at their own work, it's very difficult for them to remain objective. Oh my God, you got Paul Rubens for this. I can't believe it. I love Paul Rubens.
Yeah, it's a very action-packed episode. Narratively, it's pretty solid for Simon. Simon and Calvin. And everyone. You'd probably be definitely critical on certain these kind of things. So it's pretty narratively. It's sound. It's a first episode, so you can't tell how it's gonna go from one episode. But
And the actors all have to sort of mesh. The
Yeah.
first season of Star Trek, The Next Generation, is almost atrocious, but it gets much better after that. One can forgive the first few episodes, but it's not bad. It's actually quite good.
and then an hour and 10 minutes pass, and it's over. The episode finishes.
That's a long episode. Is this the unedited episode? They're going to have to edit for commercials? Or is it going to go on Netflix?
Rebecca goes, it's Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah.
It's going to be whatever length you want it to be.
Yeah.
Well, I hope we're all, there's a round of applause after the
Yes, bravo.
show.
And that was pretty damn good. I don't know about you guys, but I have no complaints whatsoever. I thought it was great.
Okay.
Now, does Alex, Alex and Rebecca are still a couple. Does he, invite her to speak or anything? Does he approach her after the show?
For a little bit, he still just sat there, and then he gets up. He walks over to her, kind of gives her a quick kiss on the cheek, and then she starts speaking generally. She's just like, thank you guys for watching. If you've got any critiques, please let me know anything at all.
Perfect.
More Paul
Now-
Rubens.
Who's that?
there's-
You know, Pee Wee.
Oh,
The
that
creepy
guy.
guy in the swamp. That was Pee Wee.
Really? I didn't recognize him right away.
Yeah, there's more. There's more. Don't
He was
worry.
also that vampire from the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
Was he? Huh.
The movie.
Oh, the movie.
The
Okay.
movie.
See, I love the series. Movie I kind of watched when I was younger, but they kind of like floated out of it.
Well, he actually reprised his role in that recent vampire thing. What was it called? What We Do in the Shadows.
What we're doing, yeah.
Yes, he plays
And
himself, the vampire.
Oh, I'll have to put that on the top of my list to watch.
but yeah, Rebecca just goes, now it's party time, and Alex just goes, woo, and the music starts playing.
Ooh.
He's obviously a bit more enthusiastic than what I just did, but and then music starts, and everyone just starts having a time.
You know, it's a rather
Good job.
brilliant anthology series because you just play the game and see what happens, and boom, you've got
Yep.
a story.
So Dallas, you went up for a drink. I'm just rewinding time a little bit here. You went up for a drink, and while you were there, someone else joined you. Mr. Stuart Lively joined you. And for a while, he kind of just is looking at you. He just stood there, staring at you. He hadn't got a drink in his hand.
Yeah,
he didn't have a drink.
So, am I in your way?
No, you're not.
Something on my face? Is there a booger hanging out of my nose?
No, nothing at all. He just continues to stare.
Want your picture taken?
Oh, yes, that will do just fine. But you'll notice that throughout this, because he is literally direct, nothing else, just his lips and obviously his head is moving, but none of his other body parts are moving. He's kind of just still. He's just staring.
So, because I'm kind of annoyed, because I'm kind of a little overwhelmed for what I found in Alex's little stash box, and then I wanted to join my friends, but now I'm being bothered. So, I'm gonna use my camera and just put the flash on to flash Stuart in the eyes.
Doesn't even flinch.
Okay, dude, you're kind of creeping me out. I'm gonna get out of here.
Was it a good photo?
No, it actually wasn't. You have no expression on yourself whatsoever. You're a very dull man, Mr. Stewart, whoever you are.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I am a very good man. Thank you.
No, I said dull man.
Ah, good man. Thank you.
A good dull man.
Ah, excellent man. Thank you. And he starts to walk off. He just suddenly becomes lively again and walks off very cheerily.
Where did Alex find these people? My gosh.
Well, you know he's like a big shot like director and that.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I have to like him.
No, you don't have to like him at all. But he's well known by everyone. So no one really knows. You don't. That's the thing. You don't. No. Until you meet them, you don't know what people are like in person. So
Like never meet your heroes.
exactly. Yeah, he just walks off. He goes out. You actually notice he goes outside and he kind of just stands there. But yeah, staring off into the distance. And what would you do? Would you just stay having your drink, or would you kind of join the rest watching?
Is there room for me to join or no?
Yeah, there's plenty of room.
I kind of would wander, then I eventually join because I'm not really interested in the movie because I'm not interested in the genre, but I'll appreciate it because someone worked hard on this, obviously. So let's be casual.
Okay, so yeah, now bringing it back, the party has started. So what are all the actual party has started? Bringing it back in time, you're all there. What are all 5 of you doing? I would say it's probably like 9 by now, maybe half 9.
Well, I'm giving Rebecca a thorough critique of pretty much everything,
Okay.
being very gentle because I like her, but
Yeah.
giving her criticism as to little things that could be improved. You know, I thought the color palette was lovely, and the mood was very good, and
Very appreciative of it. She's very happy that you're actually being honest with her.
Kelvin, I'm going to actually put some vodka in my next Shirley. Do you want to go crazy with me?
yes, that sounds lovely.
I'll bring you one. And that show, Rebecca, that gave me so many ideas for campaigns that I'm
Yeah.
going to sit down with my phone for the next half an hour and like write down a bunch of ideas. So thank you for that. That was
Thank
cool.
you. The rest all drop on. Well, that was just the first one. The rest drop on Amazon. The one got dropped. The first one got dropped early, and then the rest will drop in 2 days.
I'll watch them.
It's a perfect way to start the weekend too. You know, it's really like a bookend, right? Because there's the mysterious amateur film at the end and this to begin. It's perfect.
And with the popularity of the game on the rise, it certainly should do very well.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping it. Then I can. I've already had a okay career, but maybe it can blossom me onto better things.
Well, fingers and toes crossed.
Thank you. Well, go drink, get drunk. It's what this is about. So
I'll wander on over to where Simon is.
Okay. Simon and Calvin are together. Dallas, Lyle, and Errol, what are you doing now the party has started?
I'm gonna probably grab me another drink, and I'm gonna go try to talk to Barbara Whiskers and talk to her about her vlog or YouTube vlog.
Okay. Yep. Dallas and Errol. What are you doing now?
I'm gonna go join Calvin and Simon and inform them what I found earlier.
Okay. Okay, we'll jump to you 3 in a second. Errol, what are you doing?
I'm going to get myself a drink, and then I'm going to go see if there's anybody interesting I can talk to after all this. I guess it was partying.
Well, everyone else, everyone's like scattered around. There's Stuart Lightfleet's outside. Alonzo is back outside swimming again. Just swimming again.
It's that crazy guy.
It's like it's getting dark now, and he's just out there.
When you've got it, flaunt it.
But yeah. So
I'll make myself a drink.
Okay. Anyone in particular you want to speak to, or are you just going to?
I'm just looking around at this point. I'm just going to see if there's anybody. Actually, I'm going to see if there's anybody that's looking suspicious. Like it looks a little bit hot, like not quite there. I mean, I already know Alex is kind of crazy. That's kind of giving me like an extra kind of like feelers to like see who else is actually kind of like not quite in the festive spirit.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Lyle and Errol, I'll come back to you two in a second. Your 2 separate things. Going to the 3 of you, Calvin, Dallas, and Simon. You are all together now.
Okay, so Dallas is showing us the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, guys, this is weird.
Dear God, it's a suicide note. May I? And I take your phone.
Go ahead.
And I go straight to Rebecca.
Okay.
And I'm like, Rebecca, I don't mean to cast any shadow over your evening, but look at this. Is Alex all right?
For a minute, you see a slight shock in her face. But then she's like, yeah, he's fine.
Well, Snoopy Dallas found this, a letter It looks like a suicide note.
He does this when it's getting a bit too much sometimes.
Well, do we need to call a sanitarium or something?
No, he'll be fine.
Are
You
you
worry.
sure?
I've dealt with worse. He's nearly gone a few times.
Is there anything we could do to help?
I don't think there is anymore.
Oh,
Wait, when you say this sort of things happened before, do you mean that he's made plans and then changed his mind, or is this like a bipolar kind of thing?
We used a hotel quite a bit, the one at the convention for like filming. It's pretty good inside for filming locations, and she kind of just stops herself from saying anymore. But I think she just need to know he has his moments, but we talk him out of it.
but I
Well,
think
I
we need
talk
to
him out
talk
of
him out of it.
Yeah, this isn't a joke because he's not the jokester type.
If any of you want to do a persuade or anything
Oh,
like that,
I'll do
try and-
persuade.
I got a 14 out of 50, so that's hard.
Actually, Josh, could I use a charm
Yeah, you can use the
or
charm.
psychology?
Well, neither of you really have to roll now because Calvin's passed, but you can roll
Okay.
you can roll a roll in case because you might get an extreme.
I'll roll a charm.
Are you trying to date her?
Yes, that's what Daring Dallas is all about.
Dallas is
No,
like,
I failed.
Okay. So yeah, Calvin. After what are you gonna? We'll act it out. How you? So
do you want us to have sort of an intervention? We can talk to him. He has so much to live for.
No. Well, the closest he came at the hotel. We were filming, as I said, and went upstairs, and I couldn't find him, and I went to the roof, and he was there on the edge. He was saying,
Is he seeing anyone? A psychologist, an analyst?
he was, but the psychologist kind of gave him some medication, which I don't think he's been taking.
Don't take the medication.
Um,
He needs to take his medication.
Intervention could be, but it could just press him more. But there's something odd. He said on there.
He told us to be careful.
It was odd. When I got there on that roof, he didn't say my name. He said Randy. He said, Randy, stay back. It's coming for us.
You know, it's very odd you say that because he had an altercation with Randy not too long ago before the movie started.
We all saw.
He always has altercations with Randy.
No, I mean it was like bad. It's like they were like breaking up or something.
He always has these with Randy.
Well, could there be? There must be something going on there. That their relationship is one that he must feel very deeply about, and he's upset, and he's obviously thinking about suicide.
Well, look what he did to poor Lauren over there.
Don't get me started on Lauren.
Why not?
Well, I don't care anything about Randy.
Yeah, but Randy's hurting Alex.
Randy's a piece of shit. And
I agree with that, but he's hurting Alex, and he's now leaving suicide notes to say we're going to be inheriting such and such.
Well, I think that Rebecca, you're the one who. You're his. Is she married to him?
Kind of girlfriend, as she said. So it depends on him, because obviously it kind of makes a bit clear of how she's been saying
Well,
that he's just, so it's kind of distant, but sometimes they're really close.
we're his friends. We need to do something. We need to reassure him that he's not, that he's loved, that he's cared for. Except maybe Dallas.
Just don't tell him I told you this.
Listen, can you tell us one thing though? What happened in South America?
I don't know.
You don't know, or you won't tell us.
I don't know. I got there, and some were already gone, some were leaving, and there was a few left behind.
Do you know where in South America he went to?
Just they're in the rainforest.
Well, somewhere. So, like, what? Somewhere in Brazil?
Yeah.
Look,
just-
if we don't do anything and he kills himself, it's our fault.
That is true.
Yeah, I feel like we have a responsibility now. So maybe at least Rebecca, we can, share what some of the burden you've been under. But why would he tell us to be careful? Like, do you think Randy's dangerous?
I think Randy's dangerous based on the we just saw from him and yesterday.
I'm not afraid of Randy. Randy's all blow. Should we contact his analyst, his psychologist, psychiatrist? It seems like you said prescribed drugs. So
you can try, but you can.
Do you know what the? Maybe you should call his psychiatrist and have him come over.
Right now, I doubt he'll come right now.
Why wouldn't he? If his patient is going to commit suicide, he'll come.
Where is Alex right now, anyways?
He's just dotted around. Yeah.
Okay.
You've all. Well, I'll say that at least one of you have always got him in his eyesight because you're kind of.
All right. We don't want to see him just go into the pool with a weight around his feet.
Well, Alonzo could just.
Well, Alonzo's in there.
There was no date on the letter, right?
No
date.
And they weren't addressed yet. They were just.
They had our names. They had our names on it, but they weren't sealed or anything.
And they didn't have
like
stamps.
It's like he was getting ready to. If I'm not mistaken, Keeper, he was getting ready to send them out.
Yeah, they looked like they were getting ready to be sent.
Yeah.
Keeper, in the photograph Dallas took, do I also see the stone, or do I just see the text of the letter?
I took pictures of everything.
Yeah, you'll see the stone. Yeah.
So, ask Dallas about the stone. He doesn't care. What do these legs look like? Insect dog legs?
They're kind of like really thin legs that you would find on like maybe a praying mantis or a spider or something like that. Like really
well, Simon, actually, now that you mention it, I showed Errol. He was curious as well.
Yeah.
You have to go talk to him about what he discovered because I don't understand it quite myself. But
and they're carved into the stone.
It's
carved into the stone. It's an engraving.
Yeah. It's also kind of black paint by the looks of it.
Okay. Do the legs have feet?
No feet. They're just straight.
They just end in sharpness, like a.
Yeah. There's kind of like a
slight long legs.
There's kind of like a slight curve.
Okay, yeah.
And because of how many there are on that's how you can tell their legs because of how they're positioned.
Are you getting inspiration for gaming now, Simon?
Well, I was during the show. This is more like an inspiration for nightmares. How many legs are there on this fragment?
You can see 3.
You can see 3 legs.
And the start of the 4th.
Do they look like the ones on the painting?
Similar, yeah.
What painting are you guys talking about?
Oh, you have to see this. But
I don't think I want to right now.
It's really gross.
Based on my knowledge of art, can I see if I can identify like if this is like Neolithic or if it's cave painting stuff or something more modern?
Yeah, you can do that.
I didn't pass. All right.
Okay. No, you're you're unsure. If you, in your mind, if you saw the full picture, you'd may be able to.
But because it's on rock, is it on rock or is it on clay?
It's on rock because it looks like it was like a big stone kind of thing.
So it gives you the impression that it's probably like really old.
Yeah.
Got a clue.
Okay. Very brief. Moving on to Lyle. I'll go to Lyle. Lyle, Barbara's there. She's gone live again. She's live. Streaming the thing. She got a drink in hand.
I was just going to ask, see if you wanted a drink there, Miss Whiskers.
Oh, look. And she spins around. We've got another guest. Introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Lyle Dentlandley.
Oh, you're that journalist, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, actually. You think I can maybe get a quote from you later, possibly? Private.
Oh, of course you can. Of course you can. But yeah, would you like to say anything to my viewers?
Oh, yeah. Hi. I work at the Chicago Daily Regional.
Come on, something more interesting, not. Just a
I'm
party.
I'm a good friend of Alex, and I have a couple of other buds here. And yeah,
she kind of just looks. I'll get back to you on the quote, and she just walks off.
that didn't go well at all. Man.
But yeah.
Okay.
She's still streaming. She's still streaming. You can.
She's streaming, just walking off. I'm just like.
Yeah, and you did get a glance of the stream. She has like 4 million people watching.
Just embarrass myself.
Yeah. So anything else? Obviously, you could see Calvin, Dallas, and Simon with Rebecca over in a corner.
I'm probably gonna walk towards them with my head. Well, actually, where's Alex at?
Alex is now outside.
I'm gonna go talk to
outside,
Alex.
Stood next to Stuart.
Okay, I'm probably gonna walk out towards them.
Okay, you're gonna walk out there. Just very briefly to Errol. Errol, can you do me a spot hidden as you are looking around the party?
Yeah, that would actually be a critical pass.
Ooh.
I got a 9.
Okay. Yep. So you've got the crazy ghost boys doing their weird thing. The more drinks they get in them, the weirder they get. Barbara is just streaming. Probably the weirdest thing out of character place that you see is before Alex joins him, you've got Stuart kind of just stood there, and it just looking at it, it appears he's not moving. He's stood so still, like a statue almost, and it looks like his head is so he's looking out at the stars. And another weird thing is Alonso is just still naked swimming. He is still swimming now.
I'm gonna go up behind Stuart without drawing any attention to myself. I'm gonna look behind, see what he's looking up at.
Just the stars. That's what he's looking at. Looking up. No particular reason. To be fair, what you can tell is there's like a blankness and there's a few stars around it. Just looks like he's looking at almost nothing.
It's like a freak show in this place.
And then Alex will kind of just join him standing there.
I'm gonna go back to the guys and I'm gonna be like, find whoever I can, whoever's closest, maybe Dallas, whatever. I'll be like, what do you make of what's going on over there?
I'll tell you one thing. I met with Stuart earlier, and I don't know what he's like. First time I met him, first impression, he's a loon.
I'm not sure I want to leave Alex alone at all.
Well, he's in good company with Stuart out there.
I
What are you
really
No,
think-
he's not.
I
Stuart's
really-
like he's a little off.
I really think we should call his psychiatrist and have him come out. If you could do that, Rebecca, because we probably have the number.
I can do that, but
I won't
we're
say
not-
anything, but I'm going to go out there and make sure everything is okay.
we're not even staying here tonight. We're going back to the hotel. We've got a room there. So. It's just more convenient to be at the hotel.
Has he really moved in here completely, or did he just move his weird artworks?
Oh, he's been here for a couple of years.
Really?
Well, how come his bedroom's like completely empty then?
What?
Can't tell you that. As I said previously, I'm
You might spend the night here.
No, he usually comes to me.
Going to go.
Okay.
Yeah, you go, Calvin, go.
Calvin goes. So, just side running back to Lyle before Calvin gets there. Lyle, you go out there, and Alex and Stuart are stood there, and Alonso is just still doing his laps.
Are we
Man, I got-
stargazing?
So, man, y'all are not really joining the party. We should join back up in there. I tried talking to that Barbara Whiskers, but man, she's something else. I mean,
Lyle.
not too bad, but kind of a little obnoxious.
Lyle. Just look up at the sky. Look how peaceful it is up there.
Oh yeah, it looks really nice.
When it just imagine just joining the stars. So much more peaceful.
I mean, it's peaceful, but not exciting. I like excitement.
Calvin.
Oh, hey, Calvin.
Yes. Who's talking? Is that Alex or Stuart?
Alex, yeah. Stu's just
Peaceful. Yes. Maybe. Which star would you like to go and visit?
honestly, I would just like to become a star. Become one of them.
Well,
On my own.
the only one here likely to become that kind of a star is Dallas, because you have to be a big ball of gas in order to become a star.
I'd definitely be that
giggles.
blink. If I had to pick a star, I definitely had to be the one, the blinking blue and red. It's kind of moving, but I would
That's an
definitely do
airplane.
that.
That's an airplane.
Oh,
Of course, I'm in second place because I'm flaming. But
Yeah, he's actually laughing. Like, you've actually made him smile.
and Alonso, he's a moon, obviously.
Alonso's not even acknowledged all these people by the pool. He's just still going at it.
Mr. Light,
So is-
are you enjoying the party?
Indeed. It is fantastic, isn't it? Everything is fantastic. The world is fantastic. Isn't life so enjoyable? And his head moves to look at you, but his body doesn't move.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Man.
it's doing pretty well for me.
It's fantastic. Life, so joyful, so full of hope.
So what sort of projects are you involved in, Mr. Longley, right now?
Just a few secrets in the winds, that's all.
Nothing you can reveal or tell us about?
I can tell you, maybe, a little fraction. It involves a man and a dream to become one with the sky.
Man had a dream to become one in the sky. Skydiver, a mountain climber,
astronaut.
an astronaut.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
The webs stop his landing. Not
I'm
literal-
sorry?
Not literal webs, just obstacles.
Yeah,
stop him from sticking the landing.
Can't really stick up there if you get flown up there. You kind of float. You still move though.
As you can tell, a lot of what he ends up saying to you doesn't kind of make a lot of sense, but throughout this whole thing, he is smiling, he's happy. Obviously, his face and head are the only things moving. His body is completely still. You all do know he's like a magician and does stuff like that at the same time. So,
He's
Is this that
focused.
like? Is that kind of like what's that called? When you like mimic mimes and stuff like that. You're doing a really good job there, Stuart. Or can I call you Stu, or you prefer Stuart?
either one is fine. And thank you.
Huh. Is this like part of a new trick you're working up, or like you kind of? So I noticed you've been kind of really stiff.
It's how I stand.
Oh,
Is that
All right.
okay?
no, that's all right. I mean, I'm not. I just earlier I remember hearing about some new tricks and stuff like that, so I was just kind of curious.
Well, I'm just going to spend the rest of the evening, night, staring at the sky. You
Huh.
three can do whatever you want.
I'm definitely gonna get another drink. Calvin, Alex, y'all want something? I can bring it to you.
I've still got a rather strong drink that Simon made.
Alex is like, yes, let's go, Lyle.
Okay.
And he puts his arm around you and he pulls you to the drinks.
And I'm going to let them go. And I'm
Okay.
going to say to Stuart, I'm going to say, so, Stuart, how do you know Alex?
We've worked together. He's a very good executive producer. He's helped with a lot of my projects.
Ah.
Yeah.
Have I seen anything that Stuart Lively has produced?
Oh, you've seen a lot of stuff. He's very prolific in the horror scene and thriller scene as well. He even went into musicals as well. briefly.
I really liked that musical version that you did of the Queen in Yellow. That was mind blowing.
It took a long time to make sure all the yellow was perfect. You know what I mean.
Well, yeah, that particular shade of yellow that you used was quite mesmerizing, like between goldenrod and.
Yes. The color palette was the most important thing for that.
Was very important. Yes, I agree. I'm a designer, by the way.
Have I seen anything you have designed?
Probably not, unless you've gotten business cards from certain individuals or seen certain brochures in town. Probably not. I do some fine art in the sort of direction of Vasarely, but I've never nothing as good, so nothing's ever been shown.
What else do you do in your spare time, Calvin? Anything? Any other skills, useful skills?
Well, I study a few things. I've got interests in various cultural arts, so anthropology, you might say, and history, things like that. Colors played a lot of, had a lot to do with many different times. Of course, everybody has flags. Everybody rallies around certain colors.
Remind me at the end of the come see me at the end of the weekend. I will pass you my number.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes, you seem like a man who could be useful to have as a bit of a guidance for color and aesthetics.
I would do my best.
Yes, I always look for. You'll notice I rarely use the same people twice for production. I tend to use the lesser known people to try and help them.
I understand. That's quite generous of you. Surely, though, that you must have some people that you enjoy working with.
Oh yeah. So Alex is pretty much on most of my projects. I have the same editors, but and a couple of cameramen.
Can I get you something to drink?
Oh no. I am perfectly fine.
That's tricky. Well, then let's stare up at Aldebaran, I believe, and
Yes. And
Oh.
yeah, he just can. And Alonso is still going. He's still going.
Jesus Christ, Alonso.
I feel myself compelled to go back down to where the painting is because I still have the, unless Dallas took it from me, the
Okay.
rock with the spindly legs and everything, and I want to kind of like look at what the comparison is, or kind of like investigate.
Yeah, I'll come with you. I think, I want to see, because he said he picked the painting up sort of for a song at like a junk shop. And yet there's some resonance between the two things.
Dallas, are you sticking with these two, or?
Is there anything else that's interesting that's going on in the area?
You've got Calvin outside with Stuart. You've got Alonso still swimming. Lyle's walked back in with Alex. Rebecca's on the phone, which you know why she's on the phone. Then you've got the ghost hunters. They're completely fucking wasted, and they're just all over the place.
I think I'll stick with the
yeah.
major. I'll stick with the party. I want to make sure Rebecca's actually calling and not like pretending, or you know what I mean.
Yeah. Just by gut, yeah, you can confirm that she's definitely speaking to someone.
Okay.
But yeah. So Simon, Errol, and Dallas, you get to the painting. What are you particularly doing again, sir?
I'd like to sort of see if I can match the shapes of the legs in the stone to any area of the painting, like it's a jigsaw puzzle kind of thing.
Yeah. Do me an intelligence roll. You are muted, Simon.
Sorry, 30 is exactly a hard success.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you actually get it. So the legs match up. So what this tells you really is they're related in some way, shape, or form. The painting doesn't, due to the color palette of the painting, how it matches up doesn't really tell you anything other than the fact that they clearly are the same thing.
Does it mean that I can see the fourth leg?
You can see a fourth leg, but you can't see because obviously these legs are kind of all over the place in the painting. There's no like attached bodies or anything.
Right. It's a chaos of limbs.
Yeah.
And not a bunch of figures. But this is so this is really the stone in your picture, Dallas, looks ancient, and this painting is certainly not ancient. I don't know how old it is, but it's not, it's on canvas or something. It's not. So, the painting was influenced. It's like there's some weird culture of, creepy, crawly leg people stuff. I don't know.
We have no idea who painted this, correct?
No. And Alex said he didn't know.
I thought we did. I thought it was like this person named H.P.
Oh, I'm
Lovecraft.
sorry. This is the Lovecraft thing. That's right.
Oh,
that's right.
It's my first time seeing the painting, so I wouldn't know.
I want to pass this.
I want to pass South America.
I want to pass the stone around like the painting to see if I can see if any of the areas kind of line up, or anything that's like.
Yes, Simon. That's what Simon did with the. So he confirmed that they are the same style, kind of matching them up, but going by what he did, they still. You don't see a body. There's no like pattern. All you know is, as I said, they're just related in some way, shape, or form.
Didn't one of you say that Calvin got a headache by looking at the photo or the painting?
Yeah,
I got dizzy.
You got dizzy?
Yeah.
Some other people.
Speaking of that, You can all do me con rolls.
Oh no, not this time. 99.
Oh, Jesus.
I got a regular
Um,
success, so
I got-
Dallas, you should try to catch your phone
I
before
got a regular success as well.
Okay,
because you
Dallas
look
Simon,
woozy, Errol.
you are fine. Errol collapses. He doesn't even like, he just straight up collapses. One of you could catch him because you both succeeded, but he's kind of
And he
goes
wasn't even-
unconscious briefly.
And he wasn't even drinking.
Yeah, I feel like again, it's like one of those like stereo like images.
Errol, wake
from
up.
the
I kind of
80s.
slap Errol.
Yeah,
Wake up.
Well,
he wakes up. Yeah.
Yeah, help him over to this bench here or something. Then just smack him around. Jeez, Dallas.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
only unconscious for like, he'd only be unconscious for like 5-10 seconds anyway.
What happened? What's going on?
You fainted.
I remember staring
know.
at the painting, but that was it.
Yeah, it gives me nausea. It made Calvin have a headache. Their painting is weird. Rebecca won't even stay here because of it. Well, because of all the other weird shit.
Is it?
So do you think the painting was influenced, or do you think the stone influenced to make the painting?
I don't
for
know.
sure.
Is it hanging on the wall?
It's in a display case.
Yeah, everything's
on
in
the wall.
vitrines.
It is technically hanging on the wall, but there's a display case around it.
What are you thinking
That's
over there,
right.
Errol?
I think about opening this thing and seeing what's behind this damn painting. I don't want to look at it, but
Well, maybe you should. I'm going to get you. You want a ginger ale or something?
sure.
You should take some deep breaths and get your head together before you try to break into the plexiglass. I think.
That's a good idea. Maybe Simon, why don't you get him a ginger ale? I'll stay back to make sure he doesn't fall again.
I got it.
Okay, Simon, you walk off and you'll bump into Lyle and Alex as they're there.
You're all right, Simon. You look like you're in a hurry.
You know, Alex, that damn painting of yours just almost knocked Errol on his ass. People can't stand to look at it.
It happens. It happens. Just
Yeah,
Just
so I'm gonna
don't-
go get him a ginger ale and help him wake up a little bit. Where the hell did you find that thing?
I just, places.
I mean, look at all this stuff here. You could have got it anywhere, honestly. Just look like you went on a heyday. Buying things.
I just, these things. I just found it.
Did you find it or did it find you?
I found it.
Here's a question, Alex. Did you buy that painting before or after you went to South America?
During.
You got the painting by an American while you were in South America?
Yes.
That's very strange. Who was the executive producer you were with on that South American jaunt?
The exec. Technically me. I was the exec.
Oh, so that wasn't a Lively collaboration?
No, Lively did not take part.
Well, when are we going to see the project from South America anyway?
When you say that, he kind of goes a bit pale.
Do you want a ginger ale too?
You're
Water,
right.
please. Water, please.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna say
get you
dirty
water.
bong water is what he really needs. They'll spice up his life.
Actually, Simon, I trust you. He gives you the keys to this place. He gives you the keys. It's like, Rebecca, can we go to the hotel? I'm not feeling so good.
You want me to shut the place up? What?
Let everyone continue partying and just make sure you lock it up.
You all right, Alex? You want me?
I'm fine. Rebecca comes and she kind of starts moving him. She puts him down, and she comes back and says, "To Simon, you've spoken to, he's on his way.
Oh, okay. Is he gonna go to the hotel?
I reckon that's probably the best way. I don't really want to question Alex, so
Yeah, I'll tell Calvin. He'll be relieved.
okay. And yeah,
You're gonna be okay getting him back to the hotel?
Yeah. If anything, the doc will help me get him up. Be fine.
All right. Well, have a good night. Congratulations again. Sorry everything's a mess.
That's all right. Please promise me something. Don't break anything or take anything out of the case. He will know. And the last time someone did, Alex got a little angry.
All right. I'll try to make sure everything's intact when he comes back.
And yeah, she just like, thank you and good night, everyone. Have a good rest of the party. And she.
Hi, Rebecca. Bye, Alex. You guys take care. Be safe. I'll see you at the hotel.
So, Errol, Dallas, you will notice. Calvin, you're still outside, yeah? You're still with Stuart. You won't even notice that's happened.
I've probably gone into a long thing about Camelopardulus and the Big Dipper.
The great moon in front of you.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what you're doing. Errol and Dallas. I'll just bring it to Lyle, Simon, Errol, and Dallas. Any of you can jump in because you're all technically together, and obviously that's just happened where Alex has been escorted. And when the doors opened, you did actually see like a car on like the curb. So,
man, Alex, man, he ain't looking too good.
Yeah,
you don't think it's? Why y'all look so glum? Like, did I miss something?
Well, our poor Errol just fell. I feel kind of worried about him.
Yeah, I was just wondering what happened. You see, you looked at the painting, and then it just looks like a piece of art.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess.
Well, have you looked at it yet, Lyle?
I mean, I glanced at it. I don't care. Just hurt.
Have a look at Dallas's phone and see if you can find the legs from.
Oh, that's right. We haven't told Lyle yet what's going on with poor Alex.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh,
what's going on with Alex?
So sorry, Lyle. Yeah.
Sorry, I told Neil before I told you. Sorry.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Here, I tell him what's going on.
Okay.
Should I show you my phone with everything on there?
Okay, and then I'm gonna be like taken back. I'm like, he didn't seem like he was like depressed. Well, I mean, other than kind of gloomy with the whole asshole Randy, but man, that son of a bitch Randy probably got him all depressed and stuff. Fucking bastard.
Yeah, maybe you should go find Randy and have some words with him.
Is he around?
No, Randy.
No,
they'll be at the hotel.
Hopefully, go to the hotel.
Be chasing her through the hotel hallways in her lingerie.
Go to the hotel and bop him one.
Their room is Randy and her room is right next to one of your guys'
Right.
Oh,
some of your guys.
Mine. He was banging someone all night long.
Probably himself.
Oh. I'm gonna wander back inside.
Okay.
Oh, Errol, I think now's the time for you to take it. Let's go.
Where's Alex?
he left, man. He ain't feeling too good. He's gone on to the hotel. Him and Rebecca.
I've got the keys to the whole place.
I think we should start investigating some of the stuff that we have in here. I mean, don't you find it odd that they're in a hotel anyway? And well, I mean, obviously Alex trusts us, which is good. I suppose.
There's no bed in his room. That's super
There's nothing.
Weird.
There's like nothing. I mean, at first I was kind of like, it's whatever, but now I'm kind of.
There's a mattress, right?
Yeah.
There's like nothing else on it.
No.
Yeah. Okay, let's open this thing up.
Well, I think first things first is that we relax by the pool for a half an hour, and like we'll get drunk, and we got to get the real Ghostbusters out of here, and that creep with her phone in her face.
Yeah, but
Because
don't
I
forget,
don't want to be.
Dom Daly and that's still here as well. Yeah,
What's wrong with Barbara? She seems
I tried.
nice.
I tried talking to her. She like kind of blew me off. No.
That's because you're not Neil.
Well,
Alice, man.
if Alex has gone and Rebecca has gone and they've gone to the hotel, and you said the psychiatrist is going to the hotel,
That's what she said.
then I think that I would like to snoop through the entire house.
See, I like the way Calvin thinks right now. That's exactly
Yeah,
what
well,
you should
see,
do.
I think I'm with you.
I agree.
I'm with you guys. I just don't want to do it while the real Ghostbusters are here and that vlogger check, because
Okay,
I don't
then-
think we
then
want to
Simon,
advertise
go-
it to
then-
the world.
Turn off the power.
It's just ignore them. They're having fun. I
Most
want
of
to
them
go
are
see
drunk
what
anyway.
antidepressants Alex has been on. There's probably a whole medicine cabinet full of stuff. In
And
it.
I want to get to the bottom of all these strange occult-like things that we thought would make sense of it all.
These silly toys. Are you okay? Did you say you got dizzy from the painting?
Oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm more intrigued now than anything.
Let's go.
Well, you can
So-
certainly snoop through the bedroom, and he's got an ensuite bathroom, so you can find his drugs there. I'll keep an eye on the squares out here.
I don't care if they know that I'm snooping. Fuck them.
Yeah, I would put on top of the house. Obviously, everything is open plan except from there is a garage.
Right.
There is his bedroom, which has an ensuite. There is another bathroom. Then there's like an additional like storage room kind of thing.
Like a guest room they're using for storage.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just look around.
And if you
Um,
guys
go on
find
it-
something
go on
that's
this-
locked, I've got the keys probably.
When I see the condition of the bathroom, the bedroom, my immediate reaction is, does he really live here? Or
Well, Rebecca says he hasn't moved. He's had that place for years, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Really?
Yes, but-
I thought he just got it.
the paint is fresh, and
I thought they did a good
What
job
if-
with the paint.
Unless I misheard Rebecca, but I thought she said he's been here for years.
but it feels if you walk around, it feels like an empty house that they broke into and are pretending is their house.
I was under the assumption that they just recently got it, and like it just seemed like they only were able to work on the living room,
No,
and they're going to
that-
work on the bedroom.
Rebecca said they've been here for a couple of years, and you can see. Look here, you can see where the paint, the underpaint, is sort of fading through the white paint. It's a lousy job.
I'm gonna look and I say, I thought it looked great. I'm like looking now. I'm like, yeah, it looked amazing when I first saw it.
And why aren't there any sheets on the bed? Or, I mean, even if you have a bed and you're not staying here, you're going to put some sheets on the bed and a blanket or something.
I think now would be an appropriate time for me to tell you all that Errol and I think Alex is in some sort of serious trouble with some very
Cult is what I
dangerous,
said.
some dangerous people.
Or a cult.
Who?
You think like Randy, or you think like
Well, you said that Randy and he were involved in something they were doing in South America, a movie. Maybe that's what we're going to be seeing. Maybe they both didn't like the way it turned out, or
Well,
Why would you think they didn't like the way they turned out?
because they're fighting.
Hmm.
Otherwise, they'd be in tuxedos and be giggling happy.
But why is Randy like fighting with not only Alex, but why is he fighting with Lauren too?
Well,
I think he's
This
just a
women's
jackass.
fighting. I think she's his girlfriend, and she's probably got as many brains as you do, Dallas. I'm going to
Should
check
do
the
better.
bath. I'm going to check the ensuite bathroom.
Okay, so
Is there
We-
like shower shampoo and
okay.
or is
So-
it empty?
we might go like 10 minutes over.
Oh,
just
okay.
so we-
I didn't
Check
even
on-
notice what time it was.
check on the toilet. The toilet.
Check
The
under
tank.
the toilet.
No.
No,
I'm sorry. I meant
he
check
means
the
tank in the back.
Tank in the bath. Yeah, in the back. Thank you.
I just want to know before what is everyone doing? So obviously Calvin is in the bathroom. Or in the
Once
ensuite.
we've had this little confab, I'm going to sort of hang out in the main room in front of the bedroom or the bedroom entryway or whatever, keeping an eye on the scene. Because I promised nothing would get broken. And I assume I'll hear back from the gang once they've, found the talisman in the sink.
I think Dallas and I are downstairs, and I'm going to try to get open this display case and see what's behind this pane.
I'll keep watching.
I'll probably go check around the garage.
Well, there's small keys on the chain. Some of them must be the display cases, but we have to be a little discreet, all right? I mean,
Sure. Fine.
Crack.
Yeah, don't start to take anything. He's still our
I
friend,
told them we wouldn't break anything. Jeez.
Sure. No,
Yeah,
that's
you
fair
told them you wouldn't break anything. Didn't say anything about us breaking anything.
Okay, so
Dallas,
So
come
Dallas
on.
seems to be willing to get you in trouble, Simon.
enough.
I'd
Pretty
say
much the
punch
first
him in the
time.
face.
I hate to say it, Simon, but there is a piece of paper saying he did promise to leave us some stuff. So technically, isn't this technically ours?
I
Lovely.
don't think
No,
that's
I
exactly
wouldn't
gone
think it
through a
that
lawyer.
way.
He hasn't committed suicide yet, and you're already
Yeah.
trying to split up
I
his
will just
items.
point out this is his in the note it says barring his Chicago property. This is his Chicago property.
That's right.
As far as
Yeah.
it was.
His weird warehouse is staying here. We just get his, his dosh.
I don't know.
Anyway, we can look around, just be a little discreet for fuck's sake. It's true, but
I'm with Simon. I mean, it's his place, and we don't want to mess up everything.
Okay. So Calvin's in the ensuite. Lyle, you're going to the garage, and Errol, Dallas, you're doing your breaking in, and Simon, you're keeping an eye on everything. So Calvin, we'll go to you first. So Calvin, you enter the ensuite. You're looking for things,
Yeah.
but just like the bedroom,
It's
there's nothing
empty.
in here.
There's
And
nothing
when you
in-
recall, because you were in the kitchen, and now that you're seeing everything empty, you just realized that all the cups and that have been paper, and the more you realize, there didn't seem to be anything around the kitchen.
No dishes, just paper
No
plates.
dishes. It's like paper plates,
And
cups.
no, not even any soap next to the sink.
No, it's almost as if they're from a designer perspective. It's almost like they're redecorating, and they shouldn't be here. Like it's like they've moved out, but they're not. They're still here.
Yeah, as soon as I see clear evidence of that, I'm going to go back and find the first person I come to, probably Simon.
Most likely
And I'm
Simon.
like,
Yeah.
Simon, there's no soap or shampoo or towels in the bathroom, and there's no dishes in the kitchen. There's just paper plates and cups. I don't know that this is actually their place. It's very strange.
Well, first of all, we know it's not theirs because she won't stay here. It's just his. But, you pointed out the bad paint job over there. It seems to me kind of like there was a fire or something.
Oh,
And
I suppose
then,
that's possible.
we lost all this shit and they had to paint the walls and replace the fixtures, but they haven't gotten around. But why would you throw a party when you hadn't gotten around to buying sheets yet? It's not like you can't afford it.
I think that if there was a fire on that scale, we would smell it.
Yeah, maybe there was water damage, and I mean, it just seems like they tried to paint over something, right, or paper over maybe there was a bloody spree.
But why wouldn't there be any soap next to the sink? Let's go check that spare bedroom and see if all of their stuff is in boxes in there. In which case, your theory might be true. But if it's empty,
Yeah. So before you two go there, Dallas and Errol, what are you going to be doing? But
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Errol wanted to kind of take the painting out of the case, correct? Or check behind it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so Errol.
Can we say that I gave them a sub ring of small keys?
Yeah, we could say that. Errol, you easily find the key, and you can unlock. Dallas, do me a spot hidden.
Sure. 14. So that, hold on a sec. I think that's in. 1 second. No, it's just a hard success.
Okay. So, what you noticed is before you were taking this, Stuart was still outside. Now, as Errol put the key in and starts to turn, Stuart is at the doors staring at you
Which doors? The doors of this display
to
case?
go outside.
Oh. So,
That's really
Because it
weird.
leads out. So, and he is staring at you, staring at both of you, Dallas and Errol.
Man, you're a creepy little guy. What the heck?
I looked at Dallas and I'm like, what do you make of this?
I don't know. He's a creepo.
Well,
Errol, it was interesting. I was a dick to him because he wouldn't leave me alone. I took a picture of him with the flash on. Didn't even budge. Nothing. It's like it didn't phase him. I mean, a normal person, if they get flashed, they're going to react. They're going to see some sort of like reaction, like nothing.
So, what are you going to continue opening it, Errol?
I'm gonna be like, Dallas, can you look like?
Look,
we already
gone this deep. You might as well go the whole deep end on this.
Yeah, I'll turn the key and I'll open the display case with one eye on Stuart.
As you open it, Stuart goes, "Stop."
Again?
Stop. Do not leave it
What's
alone.
What's gonna happen if we don't stop?
Just leave it alone.
Is there something you want to tell us about this painting?
It's best you don't know.
I think I want to know.
And bearing in mind this stretch, Stuart's been happy this entire time. Everyone's seen him happy. Everyone's seen him cheery. And now he's like deadpan. He looks almost angry, if he can be angry. Because he's, even in his eyes still show joy, but his face, his mouth is saying something else. And he kind of ignores your question, turns around and goes back to the pool. And the last thing he does say is, "I've warned you. It's up to you now."
Thank you, Mr. Creepoid. I'm gonna go ahead and keep opening.
You keep opening. I'm gonna just like circle around so I'm not in your way.
Sure.
Okay.
Make sure no one else. Make sure no one else creeps up on you.
Okay.
No, I'm like, we're not gonna stop this just because Mr. Creepoid like says no, right?
No, absolutely not. As I'm far back from you, you keep doing your thing.
Okay. So, yeah, you see the painting and you're still getting the same dizzy feeling. However, this time now it's open. You and Dallas briefly black out almost, but it's very brief, just for like 5 or 10 seconds, and then you're back.
Okay. Anything changed in the painting?
Slightly. The legs moved.
Errol,
only by a fraction.
Errol, why don't you check
both have been staring.
Errol, why don't you check the stone like you were earlier?
Yeah, I pull out the stone and I look at it and I try to move it around. Like
It-
closer to the painting.
It still matches.
But nothing's different about the stone.
Pardon? What did you say? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I said, but there's nothing different about the stone.
Nope, nothing different about the stone, and it still matches the legs in the painting.
It's slightly moved.
Yep, they've just slightly moved.
So what you're saying is when the painting moves, the stone also moves.
No, just
mi-
how when you angle the stone.
Oh, I see. I misunderstood
It
you. Sorry.
still matches with the legs.
But the painting itself moved.
The actual legs in the painting moved.
I wonder if we pull this thing out of the display case. What do you think?
Hey, this is your expert of fealty here. I'm just being a good friend.
All right, I'm gonna pull it out of the case.
Can he pull it up by himself?
Yeah.
It might take two of you.
Fine, I will help you.
Errol, or I say,
I
Dallas,
I
give me a hand.
reluctantly go and help you.
Who has the lowest luck?
No.
Lowest luck?
I have
Lowest
75.
luck.
Where's my luck? Where's the luck on the character sheet?
It's just underneath hit points.
Hold on. Oh, got it. You know what's funny? It doesn't say it on my character sheet. That's weird.
Yeah, you usually
Oh,
when
it's 50.
Okay.
Mine's
So you have the lowest luck.
Okay. Roll on your luck then.
Just Errol?
Just Errol.
Okay.
okay. I
You
made
had
it
the lowest luck.
by half. 25.
You made it? Okay. That's fine. So, as you pick up the painting, you look at it again, and the entire picture has gone blank. You just see the paint ripple off, and it just becomes a white blank canvas.
What the heck is this?
Errol, you
What's going
broke
on?
it. Man, you broke it already.
How can I
get
break a
sanity?
painting?
Can I get sanity rolls from you both?
How do you break a painting? Yeah,
I
made
failed.
mine.
I
I made
failed.
mine. Thank you.
If you failed, just add 1d4,
Okay.
and if you pass, just take 1.
All right, this took 2.
Okay. So, leaving you two there, and Calvin and Simon, we'll start with you back next week. Lyle, we're back to you as you go to the garage.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go to the garage. Is there any when I'm like walking towards that way? Is there anything that, like catches my eye at all?
No, nothing in particular. Obviously, you just got everyone being drunk assholes, but you know that's
What
you
I
get
expected.
when there's loads of alcohol. You know,
Alright.
it happens.
All right, I'm gonna go and open the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if there's maybe some luggage or something like they might have Oh, actually, what do I see?
Well, when you go in, you see a covered car, quite smart looking car. You can't tell what it is because it's covered, and there are tools in here. There are tools, and there are a few boxes in here that say kitchen appliances and a couple other things, but there's not loads. There's just the only boxes just say kitchen appliances.
Okay. So it kind of rules out my idea that he might have recently moved because I don't see no luggage and there's no hair side of any clothing. I'm gonna go and look under the car cover, see what kind of car it is and make model.
Okay. As you do that, you uncover it. That's easy. You notice it's actually an Aston Martin. It's the recent Aston Martin.
Oh wow. Why ain't he driving this? This is
And
nice.
there's something odd about this. You're kind of a bit confused. Can you do me a power roll, please?
Yeah. I got a 27 out of 50.
Okay.
Just a regular.
So, yeah, it's pretty clear cut to you that there seems to be plants starting to grow out of the Aston Martin.
Is it growing as it's like, just sitting there, or is it just they've
Yeah,
been there?
it's growing, and now you're realizing you're standing on grass now, and there's flowers growing, and the room has just kind of become like a field almost.
So I'm not even in a garage. It's just
You're
became a
still in the
field.
garage.
Oh, I'm
You're
still in the garage. Okay.
There are still the walls. There's still the door.
What
but
the
you're in a field.
fuck? I think I drank too many damn lits. I'm fucking out of here. All right. Is there anything like like threatening looking, or is there anything like kind of miss?
No, but you are starting to hear this weird scuttling sound. Just coming from all around you. It's not in with you. It's coming from outside, just scuttling around.
Okay.
And there's lots of it.
Lots of it. Okay, that's unnerving. I am going to do a 180 and go right back inside the main building.
The door doesn't open.
I'm gonna, as hard as I can, try to open it and bang on the door.
Do me a con roll.
Okay. I got 38 out of 60.
Okay.
Regular.
Yeah, you, as you're knocking, you're knocking, you're trying to get through, and then all of a sudden you just hear this voice, this like almost this whispery voice. We'll be here soon. And then the door just swings open, all the flowers and that's gone, the car's back to normal, and you've almost gone pale.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
And that's a good place to leave it. There you go.
Wow. Our players included. Wait, am I? Yes, I am allowed. Our players included Lauren Eason, Dakota Davis, David Gasway, Harish Rowe, and myself, with Josh Harwood as the keeper of the secrets. We have a Discord server where you can chat with our other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. There is a link below. We're currently producing up to 4 shows a week with music and sound effects added in post-production in order to create a richer listener experience. We provide audio-only versions of our shows, free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. The costs involved with the show are provided almost entirely by our patrons. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 or $2 a month will help us a lot. You can find a link in the description below. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Tom Riley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure in the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.